When did you know that the person you were dating was the one? We were living in China at the time. The night before my girlfriend's medical school graduation, my brother and I went drunken skateboarding without helmets. Hey, watch this, he yelled before falling from a ramp and landing directly on his head. I thought it was hilarious until I saw the blood pouring from his ears, nose, mouth, and eyes. I ran over immediately. Still drunk, I carried him to my car and drove to the hospital inebriated. By the time we got there, his shirt was soaked red. I burst through the ER doors screaming for help. A nurse rushed over. She looked at my brother's face, saw the blood. She was about to call for help, but then she saw the sleeve tattoos covering his arms. Her expression changed. You see, in China, tattoos are associated with organized crime, gangs. Hospitals don't like treating people like that, so they don't make an enemy of a rival gang. To the nurse, it didn't matter that my brother got tattooed to honor his late best friend. She saw the ink and made her mind up. We can't help him. She put her radio back in her pocket. He needs surgery, and there are no doctors until 7 a.m. I looked at the clock. 4:12 a.m. 3 hours. My brother didn't have 3 hours. Then call 1, I said. Get someone here. She glanced at his arms again. Sorry, we don't treat gang members. She walked away before I could respond. I looked around the ER. A woman with a cough was being helped. A man holding his wrist was being bandaged. My brother was bleeding from his skull, and nobody would touch him. Another nurse walked past. I grabbed her arm. Please, he's bleeding from his eyes. She looked down, saw his tattoos, pulled her arm away, and kept walking. That's when my brother started seizing. His eyes rolled back. Blood and foam bubbled from his mouth. I dropped to my knees screaming for anyone to help. Nobody came. A nurse stepped around us to get to another patient. That's when I called my girlfriend. She was interning at this very hospital. Despite it being 4:30 a.m., she responded. I explained everything. There was half a second of silence. I'm coming right now. Keep him on his side. Don't let him choke. 12 minutes later, she burst in, sprinting through the door, still in her pajamas. She dropped to her knees next to him, put her hands on his head. Her eyes widened. His skull is cracked. His brain is swelling. If he doesn't get surgery within the hour, he's dead. She stuck her fingers into his mouth and pulled out a clot of blood blocking his airway. He gasped. She looked up at the nurse behind the desk. I need gauze, saline, a suction kit, right now. The nurse didn't move. We're not authorized to. He's dying. Ma'am, there are no doctors until I am a doctor. She stood up. Get me what I need. The nurse looked at my brother's tattoos. Didn't move. My girlfriend sprinted down the hallway herself. I heard a door slam open. She came back 30 seconds later with her arms full of supplies she'd stolen from a closet. She dropped to her knees, packed his wound with gauze. Blood soaked her pajamas instantly. Every time you see blood pooling in his mouth, clear it. Don't let him choke. I did what she said. I had no idea what I was doing. I just did what she told me. At 5 a.m., her phone rang. She answered on speaker without stopping. Where are you? It was her mother. The ceremony starts in 2 hours. I'm at the hospital, my girlfriend responded. Xian's brother is dying. I heard her mother literally sigh. Really? Today? It's your graduation. Your aunts flew in from Beijing. Your grandparents too. If you don't show up, then I don't show up, my girlfriend interrupted. Silence on the other end. Then, you're bringing shame on this family. Our friends will think you didn't graduate. Do you understand what people will say? My girlfriend's hands were covered in blood. Her eyes never left my brother. You want me to leave a dying man so I can collect a piece of paper that says I'm allowed to save lives? If you really think that ceremony matters more, you need to take a long, hard look in the mirror. She hung up, kept working. By 5:30, she'd called every surgeon she knew. Most didn't answer. Finally, one agreed. He arrived at 5:52, but again, when he saw the tattoos, he stopped. I'm not operating. My girlfriend looked up. What? I don't get involved with gang business. She stood up slowly. You took an oath. Her voice cracked. Tears started running down her face. You swore to save lives, and you're going to let a 24-year-old die because you don't like his tattoos? She didn't wait for an answer. She called his superior, explained everything. The superior stayed silent for a minute. Then he ordered the surgeon to operate. We thought it was over. My brother was saved, but we forgot one thing. In China, you pay for surgery up front or else they don't do it. $15,000, the nurse said. Before we wheel him in, my face went white. I didn't have 15,000, but my girlfriend. She walked to the payment counter, withdrew her entire life savings on the spot, and slammed them down. My brother went into surgery at 6:07 a.m., 46 minutes past the deadline. My girlfriend sat in that waiting room the entire time, 14 hours, in her pajamas, hands stained with blood. She didn't go home, didn't eat, didn't sleep, just sat with me, holding my hand. She never mentioned her graduation. When the surgeon came out and told us he was going to live, she hugged me and cried. I'm proposing to her next month.